Hey, it's your pal Mike from SlyFlourish.com and Twitter.com/SlyFlourish. And today I wanted to do a very quick review and give you a couple of tips for the new Dungeon Tile Master Set that just came out. The Dungeon Tile Master Set is $13.60 from Amazon.com. I think it's $20 list, and it includes 10 sheets of dungeon tiles along with a very cool box that can actually be used as terrain itself. Most of the tiles that are included in here come from older sets and sets that are out of print, including the original Dungeon Tile set, the Hidden Crypts tile set, the Hall of the Giant King, and the Fane of the Forgotten Gods set. It's got a lot of tiles, and it's got a lot of nice big tiles that you can use to build really expansive dungeon layouts. So, unlike most dungeon tile sets, you don't have to buy multiple copies of this. Previous dungeon tiles, you really needed to buy 2 sets to really build a worthwhile dungeon out of it. This one, you really only need the one. With 10 sheets, there's a lot of material here. However, I do have 2 complaints with it. The first one is that while there's a fair number of little detailed pieces, there really could have been more. And there's a lot of little details that are missing, like a lot of traps. I'd like a lot more arcane circles. While it's got a nice little pool here, there used to be, in Fane of Forgotten Gods, there were 2 pools, and there were 2 pools of blood that I really thought were nice. And they don't have any things like that. And what they do have is a lot of blank spaces. Like, a lot of times they have detail on one side and empty squares on the other. And you need some empty squares, but you don't need nearly this many. My other complaint is that besides the cover, there's no 3D terrain in this. While you can build out some kind of nice multi-tiered arrangements very easily with the box cover, there's no stairs. There's nothing that you would normally get from one of the 3D sets. So one of my recommendations is to go ahead and pick up a copy of the Harrowing Halls set. The Harrowing Halls set, I have some of the 3D pieces from Harrowing Halls here. The Harrowing Halls set includes a lot of nice 3D pieces that when you mix in with the Dungeon Tile Master Set, you can build some very nice 3D arrangements. Things that really help capture the imagination of your players. So I do recommend, Harrowing Halls is still in print. I think you can get it for like $9 from Amazon.com. And buying a copy of that and adding it in is very useful. One other tip I have for you is an old tip that I use for dungeon tiles and I've been using for a long time, and I've recommended for a long time, which is to use poster putty and poster boards to pre-build your maps. So this is called sticky tack in some places, it's poster putty, in other places it's a little sticky little sticky adhesive that you can put on the bottom of the dungeon tiles and adhere it to like a poster board. And what you can do is you can build a room layout like that. And as you can see, it won't come off, and you can put it aside, and when you're ready to run your map, you pull out the board and you set it on the table and you're ready to go. It allows for much faster prep, much faster time at the table, and it won't damage the tiles as long as you don't leave it on too long. So that's probably my biggest tip for using dungeon tiles, and it's the one thing that made dungeon tiles a lot more useful for my own game. So I hope this is useful. I do recommend the Dungeon Tile set, even with my complaints. For $13.60, you get a ton of dungeon tiles. And supposedly this is an evergreen product that's going to be used for many other Wizards products in the future, so it's worth picking up a copy. And for $13, I think you get a pretty good deal. So I hope this is useful. If you like this and you want more tips, please visit SlyFlourish.com or visit me on Twitter at twitter.com/SlyFlourish. Thank you very much.